turns, and then oh hell no, what they doing, bro?
Playlist to find out how.
Today's viewer playlist is from our DJ guest, Ashley.
What the hell they doing? Oh hell no, bro. They just cut them off. Missy, I don't know if there's any other stations where they're gonna go back. KTLA is the only one that I saw on it. Let's take a look. I mean, it didn't seem that interesting, but I'd like to know what happened. Feel man, because they're putting copyright music. What happened? Damn, they really cut it off like that. I guess we'll wait and see, man. So how you guys doing? We'll chill out and talk for a little bit. I don't know if they're gonna bring the feedback or not. Next week is supposed to be, well, there's a couple of things happening. Let's see. All right, I really want to start getting I took some time to be lazy. Now I'm feeling like I'm ready to come back. Not just YouTube, but like working out, kicking ass, eating better. So one of the things that people keep talking to me about is Leticia Stauch. They said that's a crazy kid. That woman crazy as fuck. And so that's supposed to start March 20th, which is next Monday. But there's a couple of things happening though, because somebody asked. So people keep mentioning and saying over and over about the West Boys. And the thing with that, and I saw Mr. Maven tweet this, they're not streaming that trial. There's going to be like an audio thing only that you can listen to, but you can't even stream the audio. So like that's not going to be a trial that we can do. The Lori Vallow thing, I can't believe these people just cut the thing off like that. The Lori Vallow thing, I don't even know that that's really going to start. NBC LA, big guy says, let me take a look. NBC LA. That boy just cut her off dirty. Los Angeles. NBC Live. NBC Live just has the weather right now. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so that thing with Vallow, what the hell's going on there? There we go. Yeah, I don't even know that that's actually gonna start next week. That thing's, they said it's probably gonna get pushed back. Hold on, let me see. I had a list from oh, good. Thank you. Hold on a second. Check my tweets. Okay, so Danielle. Okay. Leticia Stauch case still on course for a jury trial in late March. It's expected to be 2 weeks. So this will be I think this will be a perfect trial for us to cover. That's kind of short, and we still don't miss out on all the other stuff because there's going to be a lot of interesting trials coming up. Let me see this article here. Let me send it to myself. And that's the other thing too. I saw Flossie text me. I don't even know that they're going to stream that Lori Vallow thing. I think that was like a whole thing that his families were going back and forth. Let me pull up this link that let's see. That's on me. It's just about time to start getting back to doing videos, I guess. Okay, so I think this would be a good trial for us to cover. It's predicted to be 2 weeks, but you know, I remember with the whole Murdaugh, they told us how many weeks they said, and not being streamed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the Murdaugh stuff, but this should be being streamed. Let's take a look at this little video clip.
First, our top story this half hour, an El Paso County woman accused of murdering her stepson has now filed a civil lawsuit in federal court claiming she was mistreated in jail. Leticia Stauch wrote a 13-page letter to the court claiming her civil rights were violated. I went through the complaint today. Here's what I found. Stauch claims she was mistreated in jail by not receiving kosher food and says she was neglected for medical.
Ooh, she pulling a co-burger. She didn't get the kosher. I wonder what kind of kosher violations. Oh shit! I want my kosher, girl. Y'all ain't serving me up on that co-burger shit. They knew not to fuck a co-burger. That's why they started serving up whatever kind of vegan shit he's asking for. I wonder what that is. Like they just order a bunch of cans of vegetables and shit and just pour it out in his tray and send it to his ass. Here you go. Here's your vegetables, motherfuckers. Like that what they do for that? I wonder what the vegan prison meals are like.
Not receiving kosher food and says she was neglected for medical care. The complaint names 2 El Paso County Sheriff deputies, a medical provider in the jail, and a food service provider. I spoke with Stephen Longo. He's an attorney in Colorado Springs who says this could present some issues in Stauch's trial for the murder of her stepson, Gannon. Currently, the court is awaiting the results of a mental health evaluation. Longo says this could pose some challenges when it comes to determining her sanity.
Well, it presents awful. It's generally a complex area of law, and it's decently articulated in the complaint.
Longo adds the complaint could come across as backtracking for the defense, as Stauch has pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
Oh yeah, they're all insane, all that kind of bullshit. Okay. So it's happening in El Paso County. Okay. During the hearing on Thursday, the court received an update. Blah, blah, blah. So Stauch is accused of killing her 11-year-old stepson. And I heard this story is like completely jacked up. And there is people that have been following this. And I guess they already have notes and everything too. Digs. And so I guess we'll deep dive when we start, or maybe a little bit before, maybe over the weekend. I'll start looking over some of the stuff. But she's accused of killing her 11-year-old stepson, Gannon, in 2020. As of today, the court does not have a final report from the defense's sanity expert who interviewed Stauch. There's an issue with that expert getting the documentation from the state hospital in Pueblo to finalize the report, but there appeared to be little concern that would not be available in the next 2 weeks. Okay, so the jury process is expected to start March 20th, which we may not really have to be here for the 20th, right? I don't know. I'll be here anyway. We'll just launch it, I guess. Well, I don't know. We'll see. With an estimated 2 weeks of jury selection and an expected start of evidence. Wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The trial process is expected to start March 20th with an estimated 2 weeks of jury selection. Bro, we ain't saying here for no jury selection, okay? And an expected start of evidence presentation no later than April 3rd. And about 6 weeks. Whoa, bro. It's not no 2 weeks. 6 weeks for the presentation of the case. Ay, mi madre, ay caramba. Who's that 2 weeks? This shit forever. Oh, I forgot. Thank you, Mo. The content warning. What? I thought that shit was gonna be a breeze. Oh no! Wait a minute, y'all. I see you guys already reading ahead of me. Judge Greg Werner said 2 members of the press, 1 print and 1 electronic, will be allowed in the courtroom for jury selection only. Okay. Only audio recording will be allowed during this process. As of right now, no cameras will be allowed in the courtroom to cover the actual trial process. Damn, that's slated. All right, back to 0. Oh man, I kind of want to watch this one. The judge expressed his opinion of the biggest obstacle in the jury selection process will be the jurors claiming hardship for being involved in such a long case. And in his experience, concerns about the nature of the case and the age of the victim, concerns about pretrial publicity were considered secondary, as the court does not expect to find people who never have heard about the case. There's a bunch of people I've heard a little here and there, but I never followed it. But I guess maybe the local people might know more. Details on what will be on the jury questionnaires are yet to be finalized, as the prosecution and defense will discuss how to include material on potential jurors' opinions on someone pleading not guilty by reason of insanity. Those issues should be resolved by February 16. So this is must be an old article too, though. Yeah. I wonder if this is still the same, not streaming the trial. Ooh. Let's see if I can find anything else on this. Oh no, bummer, but we can still go down the list. I mean, I'm glad we found out now that we talked about it. Trial. Cameras. Well, from back in February this year, they were saying, I see reports of saying that as of right now, no cameras would be allowed. It would be nice if they changed it, but I guess not. Damn. Well, that's a bummer. Okay. ABC 7. All right. Well, let me go down the list of what other trials are coming along. We can talk about it a little bit. I hope you guys are doing good though, man. I haven't been around too much, but I'm doing good. We'll come back hard. The other thing is next week, Maddie has spring break. Spring break. Okay. Okay. So Leticia Stauch, unfortunately, looks like they're not having cameras. The Delphi thing, Delphi murders, is March 23rd, but they're saying it's probably going to get continued. Probably not going to happen. And that Delphi stuff is probably going to be a long, long trial. Let's see what else we got. Oh, what the heck? What the? Rachel. Oh my God. I don't think anybody's ever gifted that much. I didn't even know you could gift that many memberships. Wow. Thank you, Rachel. Water rescue on KTLA. Right. Oh, snap.
Gil.
And right now, finally.
Yeah, definitely. He's doing them. Just about there. He's
what the hell is he doing there?
Just sliding that helicopter over, gently over. They have some issues. They have some power lines overhead to deal with, and you can see the wind just causing a problem there. But he's very close to the guy. He's almost there. He's going to put that sling around his bottom of his legs and then hoist him up really quick as soon as they get him secure there. Just about there. Let me come in for a tighter shot as you see the guy reaching out with one arm. And here we go. Let's see. He's got him.
Oh, shoot.
He's got him in his clutches. He's hanging on to that wire there, and he's going to try to get that hoist around him. No. To do. Wow,
he's kind of like letting.
Fortunately, the guy they're rescuing here is able to have the strength to hang on tight. And here he goes.
Wow.
Up in the air.
Wow.
Up, and he's letting go of that rope, whatever he was holding there. There we go. He's let that go, the cable, and now he's going to go up into the helicopter. Safe and sound here in just a second. You can see LA City Fire.
I'm surprised they got that much water in Cali.
To get him off the side of that wall. But again, LA River moving quite rapidly. A lot of water in there. and LA City Fire doing a great job here to rescue this guy off that side of that sheer wall in the river.
I am so impressed. Gil, you can see that man must have been in the river a while. So cold. Look how red his skin is. You could see his hands and a little bit of his back. So dangerous, and right into the helicopter.
Boy, quite a job by that LA City Fire crew there in the helicopter. Rescue 5, they're pulling that man to safety. But yeah, quite a dramatic scene. LA City Fire got the call around 5 o'clock of someone in the riverbed here, and they certainly found him right away. But there he is, safe and sound in the helicopter, out of the water, and he'll be off to the hospital for evaluation.
Wow, that is absolutely incredible.
It really was. I mean, LA City Fire trains for this, but until you see it in action and everything that they're up against, the weather conditions, the wind, and that rushing water, and they just pulled him up so quickly. So good ending for that. Gil, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, first responders in the Inland Empire have been busy rescuing people who've been trapped by floodwater. That's leading to renewed warnings now from officials about how dangerous, we just saw it, how dangerous these waters and flooded roads are.
KTLA Shelby Nelson joins us live from Harupa Valley with...
Okay, the Squeaky 1973, thank you so much too for gifting memberships. Diggs was telling me I need to start doing like members lives or something, or members videos. Got to start planning something for that too, because it's been a while since I've posted on members. Okay, so let me and again, Rachel, thank you so much too. That's amazing. Okay. So my list is gone somehow. Okay, so Leticia Stauch, we talked about Delphi murders, supposedly March 23rd, but that's probably going to get continued. We got Danny Masterson. I don't know what that is. March 29th, 2023. Danny, let's see that. Danny Masterson? What's that?
In the Santa Ana riverbed in Harupa Valley with no way out.
We've seen the people on the other side right there, and we waved for help from them.
The challenges that occurred in developing that plan was the location where those victims were found.
It's apparently a rape trial. Danny Masterson's retrial on charges that he raped 3 women will start on April 11th. They push it back? TV cameras could be permitted in courtroom. All right, let me show you what I'm looking at. I don't know if this is going to be, I don't know anything about this. Anybody know about Danny Masterson? Who that? So it was pushed to start in April. TV cameras could be permitted in courtroom. Huh? That's the 70s show guy? Really? But it's not the guy that talks like that, right? It's the other guy in the show. Oh, yeah. He played the roles of Stephen Hyde in that 70s show. Okay, so he's facing a retrial, multiple charges of R a bit later than initially scheduled. In a downtown hearing Wednesday, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo ordered the second criminal trial moved to get underway April 11th with jury selection. So it was originally set for March 29th. Okay, that got pushed back. The move was to accommodate potential witnesses before the trial begins. Various hearings are set for the case, with motions hearing set for March 27th to the 28th. Okay, we got motions hearings. Ooh, so with his first criminal trial ending in a deadlock jury on November 30th, 2022. After more than 5 weeks of often grueling testimony from prosecution witnesses, a second trial was quickly set to begin in late March, but that had always seems more penciled than inked. Unlike the first trial, this retrial could see TV cameras in the courtroom. Although a formal discussion of the matter did not take place this morning, defense sources have told Deadline that they are in favor of the idea. However, how that goes over with the prosecution and witnesses remains to be determined. Yeah, because if it's a rape trial, I mean, I don't know. Are they gonna want that on TV? I mean, unless they want their story told for everybody, I don't know. I mean, I wonder what are the benefits of like having these trials on stream for everybody to see versus not, because even just looking from like more the outside, that Creighton Waters guy has kind of like become like a celebrity. Creighton Waters from I like Murdaugh. All right. The trio of Jane Doe's, all former Scientologists, what? Who testified for days last time, are expected to take the stand again in spring. All Scientologists, former Scientologists? So was this guy into Scientology? Transparency, beautiful. While never called as a witness, the first trial by the LA County District Attorney's Office due to judicial limitations on what she could and could not testify about, it is widely assumed that the former high-profile Scientologist Lisa Marie Presley would have been called for the second trial. Ooh. What the hell is going on here? He is a Scientologist? Oh, Lord Almighty. I remember when I was in Cali, I think I drove by one of their Scientology buildings. That shit looks crazy. I want to go inside just to see it, but I don't know if they'd try to recruit me if I go in there. Scientology building, Los Angeles. Yeah, that should look big. Scientology. Science. Technology. Is it good or is it bad? Okay. Regardless of what The Rock Scion could or could not have revealed on the inner workings of the David Miscavige-led church in regards to allegations, it attempted to cover up claims of rape against Scientologist Masterson. Wow, Presley's death on January 12th makes it a moot point now. First arrested in 2020 over incidents that occurred between 2001 and 2003 in his Hollywood Hills house, Masterson faced up to 45 years in state prison and found guilty on all 3 counts of R in the first trial. The actor, who was quickly fired from the Netflix comedy The Ranch at the end of 2017 as assault claims became known, and who has been excluded from that 90s show Rival, always has said sex with Jane Doe's had been consensual. So he's saying it's consensual sex. I guess they're saying it's not consensual. Masterson was present each day for the first trial, and the jury deliberations that followed is expected to be in the courtroom for the second trial. He remains free on $3.3 million bail. The actor is also up against a much delayed 2019 civil case from a number of the Jane Does and others over claims of harassment and more by Masterson and the Church of Scientology. After the plaintiffs went to the LAPD. Today's hearing comes just more than a week after civil case against Masterson and Scientology saw both sides agree to continue to stay in that matter as the second criminal trial takes place. However, the Boy Schiller Flexner LLP represented plaintiffs made clear that in a February 1 filing and at a February 7th hearing that it will move for the lifting of the stay later this year, regardless of the outcome of this retrial. Okay, that's a position the church and the actor disagree with, to say the least. Scientology, its policies and influence played a prominent role in the prosecution's case in the first criminal trial, despite objections from the defense, and is certain to come out again in retrial. Okay, so I guess that's something with potential. Oh shit! They would try to recruit me, and they're all about money, right? So if the Scientology people, they'd want me to pay some membership and all this kind of stuff and all these classes and courses. Would my personality change too? All right, so that's Masterson. I'll keep an eye on that, or the mods, or if anybody actually hears about whether they're gonna allow cameras or not. That'd be good to know. Lori Vallow is April 2023, supposedly. Sarah Boone is April 10th. Will probably get continued. And that Sarah Boone thing is like a mess. It's been pushed back so many times. And I was actually talking to Lindsay about that. She's been trying to like talk to her attorney. Her attorney doesn't even answer her. That's the Suitcase killings. The lady that somehow got her boyfriend into the suitcase. Request to speak. Oh, this was a day ago. I really want to see the Sarah Boone, man, but I don't have my hopes up as to when they're gonna do it, and when they finally do, are they even gonna have like cameras? You know, a Florida woman accused of zipping her boyfriend into a suitcase, filming his cries for help, and then leaving him to die is gearing up to face trial on a second degree murder charges. Sarah Boone. So over here, they're saying that she plans to do a battered spouse defense for the murder trial. She claimed that they had been drinking the previous evening and decided that it would be funny if Torres got into the suitcase while playing hide and seek. Let's play hide and seek. Get inside. She allegedly admitted to having zipped Torres in the suitcase before going upstairs to bed. The next morning, she found him unresponsive, still in the bag. She was arrested and charged after investigators found that her story didn't correspond with the video evidence found on her phone, which allegedly showed Torres crying out and saying he couldn't breathe as he tried to get out the suitcase. And Miss Boone could be seen or heard laughing in the footage. That's what I feel like when you cheat on me. Payback. And she was screaming at him. Criminal defense lawyer Mark Nijami told News Nation that the Boone defense team is set to have a tough road if they choose battered spouse route. I feel like we've been waiting for this Sarah thing forever, man, like months.
Let's take it to Florida, where in just a few weeks, the so-called Suitcase murder trial gets underway. If you don't know what we're talking about, Sarah Boone is facing second-degree murder charges. Investigators say she stuffed her boyfriend, Jorge Torres Jr., into a suitcase during a game of hide-and-seek back in 2020. She even recorded his pleas for help on video as he died inside.
Sarah. You. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it up. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you choke me.
Wow, that is just horrifying. Let's bring in criminal defense attorney and founder and senior partner of Nejame Law, Mark Nejame. Sir, thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So as a criminal defense attorney there in Florida, what is your reaction when you see that video of Sarah Boone basically ignoring her boyfriend's pleas for help?
Yeah, it's horrific, of course. And the defense attorney has a tough road in front of him or her. But there are some defenses to this, and the reality of it is that they may be seeking a lesser charge. She's been charged with second-degree murder, and there is really a chance that they could be going for a manslaughter charge, which would have far lesser penalties.
Well, she's claiming that he abused her, and we do have records that show that they have both been charged with battery on each other in the past. But is the battered partner defense here, is that a possibility?
It is a possibility. It's a tough road for them to go through, though. Florida does recognize battered woman syndrome, or battered spouse syndrome, I should say. It's typically the woman who's who's the victim in these matters. And but you have to really show that it's perpetual, that it's ongoing, that it's escalating. And so, as I understand it, there's been a back and forth. Each have filed restraining orders against the other. So it's going to be a tough road to go, and they're going to need experts to come in to show her psychological position and that she really felt like killing was her only way out. And not just for revenge, but it was really her only path to safety. And that's questionable in this case from the limited amount that we see right now.
And as you said, that video is damning evidence. It is horrific evidence. She also said in her initial statement to police that she was drinking wine and that she went upstairs and...
I'm not laughing at this thing. I'm laughing at the Aussie girl. Thanks for breaking my heart yesterday. No clues. I like leaving the mystery to that because it's just so funny to me. But people interpreted that picture how they wanted to interpret it, and it's freaking hilarious. All right.
And fell asleep, and she forgot about him, but she's there basically watching him die, is the way the video plays. And again, we don't have all the context. We just have that video. Is that kind of open and shut when it comes to a prosecutor?
No, nothing's ever open and shut in criminal cases. Remember, the burden is a great one, beyond a reasonable doubt. But I will say that involuntary intoxication is not a defense for any crime in Florida. So for her to claim that she was drunk and therefore she passed out, it's not a defense. It's going to be whether she was second-degree murder, whether she basically evinced a depraved mind, and some of her comments back to him as he's gasping and pleading for help to open up that suitcase would be second-degree murder. The better case for them to be arguing in great likelihood will be involuntary manslaughter. And that would simply suggest that she had some sort of heat of the moment or...
Yeah, man, I couldn't see myself ever. I talked to somebody about this a while back. Like, I was like, yo, if like a chick asks you, just, hey, baby, just get in the suitcase, like, I don't know, somehow try to like, would you do it? And he was like, fuck no, hell nah. I don't know how she convinced him to do it. Like, maybe he was lit, maybe they were both lit or whatever. I don't know how she convinced this guy, the poor guy, to get in there. And that's got to be just a horrible, horrible way to go. Like, you got to have some real hate in your heart to do something like that, to leave somebody like that, to like basically, slowly die, That was pretty wild. The interrogation was pretty crazy too. All right. So the other stuff. So the only real things that I've seen, I mean, we could always look up something that's not popular either, but the recent upcoming stuff, realistically, Leticia's out unless they somehow changed it. We'll keep an eye on that. Danny Masterson. That would be April, potentially. Lori Vallow, I don't think you can stream there. Sarah Boone, April 10th will probably get pushed back. Kevin Spacey's in June, but that's in the UK. And I don't think, they don't stream out there. Like, they don't live stream their stuff. And somebody was asking me, because anytime I ever think about Kevin Spacey, I always think about The House of Cards. That was such a good show, man. I love that show. But Kevin Spacey, apparently he's had like all these guys come out after him. Which I was like, damn. You know, usually here it's like woman coming out on a guy. But Kevin, it's guys coming out on a guy. And I think it was 3 guys. I thought he's pleading not guilty. Sorry. So he faces 3 counts of indecent assault, 3 counts of sexual assault, and 1 count of causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent. And that's trial set for June 6th. Spacey has been accused by several men of sexual misconduct over the last 5 years, including a 2017 internal investigation at London's Old Vic Theatre, where Spacey served as artistic director from 2004 to 2015, resulting in 20 former actors and theater personnel accusing... Damn, 20? What the hell is that? 20 former actors and theater personnel accusing Spacey of misconduct. The first to publicly come forward with allegations against the actor was Anthony Rapp, who said Spacey made sexual advances towards him when he was 14 and Spacey was 26. Spacey was found not liable for assault and battery in October 2022 after Rapp sued Spacey for $40 million. Prior to the Rapp decision, indecent assault charges were dropped against Spacey. The charges stemmed from accusations the actor had groped a busboy at the Club Car restaurant in Nantucket, Massachusetts, were dropped in 2019. Since Rapp went public with his allegations, some 30 men, have come forward accusing Spacey of crimes ranging from groping to attempted rape of a minor, some of which he has denied. Some. I thought he came out, he admitted, did he admit anything or did he apologize to somebody? Kevin Spacey, I thought he, trying to go back into my memory. Kevin Spacey apology? Did he apologize or something? Or no, am I thinking of somebody else? Yeah, let's see this real quick. That would be pretty interesting, but unfortunately, that's not going to.
Anthony Rapp is best known for his role in the Broadway and movie versions of Rent. The actor says he felt compelled to share his story now after so many women came forward with accusations against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, duplicitous. I forgot about that word. I feel like I need to write. I need to start I need to have a little. I got to build this small little desk I have next to me. I need like a little chart or not a chart, notepad with just some of my new favorite words. I haven't gotten to use that yet. Duplicitous. You're being duplicitous. What? What are you talking about? Don't worry about it. Just hang up. Don't even give them the definition of just hang up on their ass. No.
Of Hollywood's best-known actors, Kevin Spacey, the latest high-profile star caught up in allegations. Actor Anthony Rapp accusing Spacey of making a sexual advance at a party 30 years ago.
Damn,
when
30
he was
years ago?
14 and Spacey was 26. Overnight, Spacey, a 2-time Oscar winner, released a statement that read in part, "I'm beyond horrified to hear his story. I honestly do not remember the encounter. It would have been over 30 years ago. But if I did behave then as he describes, I owe him the sincerest apology for what would have been deeply inappropriate drunken behavior, and I am sorry for the feelings he describes having carried with him all these years." In an interview with BuzzFeed, Rapp said Spacey invited him to his Manhattan apartment for a party and made the sexual advance after everyone had left. "He picked me up like a groom picks up the bride over the threshold, but I don't squirm away initially because..."
Was this guy underage? Or I forgot what
I'm like, what's going on? And then he lays down on top of me. He was trying to seduce me, Rapp told BuzzFeed. Rapp is currently in the cast of the TV show Star Trek Discovery. Spacey, who's won Oscars for The Usual Suspects and American Beauty, also said Rapp's story encouraged me to address other things about my life. Continuing in his statement, Spacey added, as those closest to me know, in my life I have had relationships with both men and women. I choose now to live as a gay man. I want to deal with this honestly and openly, and that starts with examining my own behavior.
And that's so interesting because in that House of Cards, he was married to that, to that woman, and they would have like relationships, like threesomes and stuff. And I remember there was one episode where they actually brought a guy into the thing. And he started kissing the guy. And so it's interesting because that show almost mirrors his own, very, not directly, but like somewhat, some of his own personal life. These thruples or whatever.
That statement also...
And he seemed like he was more into the guy in that show too.
Drawing criticism from many who say Spacey's apology should not have been tied to the revelation of his sexual orientation. In a statement to NBC News, Rapp says, I came forward with my story, standing on the shoulders of the many courageous women and men who have been speaking out, to shine a light and hopefully make a difference, as they have done for me. It comes as more women are revealing shocking new allegations against Harvey Weinstein. Actress Annabella Sciorra breaking her silence to Ronan Farrow in The New Yorker. Sciorra says Weinstein dropped her off at home after an early 90s industry dinner in New York. But minutes later, she says she heard a knock. When she opened her apartment door, she says Weinstein barged in and raped her. He shoved me onto the bed, and he got on top of me, she says. I kicked and I yelled. Weinstein's spokesperson has repeatedly said any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. Also this morning, a new twist to actress Rose McGowan's story. After the New York Times first revealed McGowan settled with Weinstein in 1997, her attorney now telling the Times someone close to Mr. Weinstein offered her hush money, $1 million, in exchange for signing a non-disclosure agreement just this September, right before the Times dropped its bombshell report.
I have been silenced for 20 years. And you know what? I'm just like you.
In a new NBC News Wall Street Journal survey just out this morning, nearly half of currently employed American women, 48%, say they have personally experienced an unwelcome sexual advance or verbal or physical harassment at work. And we've talked about the Me Too phenomenon for weeks now. When we asked if women were inspired to speak out because of all the coverage, guys, 44% said yes, they are.
All right.
This is the coverage, I guess. Oh, this is from 5 years ago, this video. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to get a feel for the apology thing. So that's Kevin Spacey, I guess, but that's in the UK, and that's, we're not going to get to see that. Petitos versus Laundry. Well, the Koberger thing, actually, that's in June 26th, preliminary hearing. So, of course, we'll be here for that, but that's quite a bit away. A blink of an eye away, kind of. Time flies. Petitos versus Laundries, August 14. Okay, we just have other stuff. Oh, and Shia LaBeouf is November 1st or December 6th. It says here, I guess. That should be interesting. I don't know if they're gonna stream it. That would be really interesting. That guy, his like journey and stuff is interesting. That guy went like completely crazy. Seemed like he had a mental breakdown. He did such a good interview with this guy from the actor from The Walking Dead. I thought it was so good. If you're bored, I want to watch an interview. I might even rewatch this interview. I thought it was so good. This guy, I remember he was doing. Wasn't he doing that weird thing where know, what were they doing? Were they hitting him, slapping him, or something? He blindfolded. It was like in this room, and Shia LaBeouf. They say he's MK Ultra. Oh yeah, this whole. It was like an exhibit or something.
With a paper bag over his head that said, "I'm not famous anymore." He also tweeted that mantra over 20 times within the last month.
I thought there was something. I forgot what it was. He was like on display or something. Oh, an art show. Yeah, an art show.
On yesterday, hashtag I am sorry. We actually sent one of our camera guys down there. Right when he walked in, there was a table with an assortment of a bunch of different things that related to his life on it.
Yes, like a whip. I don't know. He's done a bunch of weird shit. Oh, Sway in the Morning, Shia freestyle. I think he actually did good, right? Was it good? Yeah, that interview I recommend you guys. That's a good watch. The Real Ones with John. That was a good interview. Oh, that guy's name is John Bernthal, I think. That really sucks with Leticia Stauch. I guess we'll figure something else out. Not meant to be. All right, let me see if there's anything else real quick. Let me see what's been going on around the world. Oh, the border is freaking crazy right now. There was like a mass group of people coming to the border. Saw that the other day. There was some really crazy video. I mean, I guess that happens. War zone. Over 1,000 migrants rush bridge. Let's take a look at that. Holy shit. It's closed? Oh shit. What's going on?
¡Están disparando!
Nobody fired? Somebody fired? Mess. There was this I meant to do a video the other day. I started, but I never posted it. This little girl that was I guess she was lured offline by some guy. Let me see, girl lured online. And the thing that caught me, because I did a whole video and everything, but then I never posted it. And supposedly, I think it was through Discord. This girl was lured. I think I read somewhere. Texas. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. Yeah, 13-year-old girl has been found a week after she was allegedly kidnapped by a man she had been chatting with on social media. The girl was found locked inside a North Carolina shed on Friday, nearly 2,000 kilometers from her Texas home. George Ivan Santos Camacho, 34, was charged with child abduction, human trafficking, indecent liberties, felonious, that's another word I like, restraint, and a string of various rape charges. Camacho met the young girl online while playing a video game and had been chatting to her for months using instant messaging platform Discord. The girl's mother told WFA, I wonder if she actually spoke up. Oh, this is some interesting. So I haven't seen this stuff. They did a whole press conference.
Nearly 1,100 miles from Dallas in Lexington, North Carolina.
It was very stressful and scary.
Inside this locked shed.
Heartbroken, very scared for her life.
Police found this mom's 13-year-old daughter missing since March 1st, abducted and sexually assaulted, police say, by this man, 34-year-old Jorge Camacho.
We're hopeful to see her again, and thank God that was the case.
The teen last seen at these apartments in Dallas. Her mother, who we're just calling Estella to protect the teen's identity, immediately knew something was wrong when her daughter couldn't be found.
My mind ran with all types of, God, where is she?
But Estella knew her daughter was a gamer and decided to check her Discord, a popular messaging platform many in the gaming community use to chat with friends. In it, police and the FBI say they found messages from Camacho that were, quote, consistent with grooming and enticement. Estella tells us the teen met the 34-year-old while playing a game online.
You know the risks, which we did talk a lot with her.
Yeah.
But, you know, this happened. It was something awful.
After police matched Camacho's car with one seen in security footage in Dallas near the apartments, they found the teen locked inside the shed, which has a mattress, a TV, and cabinets.
Like, that's where he stayed. Like that.
The first time I actually seen the inside.
It was his place, like his room.
Others who live on the property say the shed was where Camacho lived, his, quote, room. They also say they didn't know the teen was here.
Didn't even, like, seem suspicious or anything, you know. I thought he was a pretty cool dude.
Back in Dallas, Estella's daughter now home and safe.
We're gonna work together, get as much help as we can to grow stronger as a family.
But a warning to other families about who your children talk to online.
That's it.
So yeah, and then they had so the mother, they had that press conference, and I think the guy went and actually picked her up, and I read in another article that he had paid her. The content of the chat was consistent with grooming and enticement, and he enticed her to actually leave the home, and he picked her up from the area. She was transported from Dallas, Texas to North Carolina. The investigation uncovered security footage near the girl's home, which captured a suspect vehicle. The vehicle was registered to an adult male at 10438 Linwood, Southmount Road in Lexington, North Carolina. Investigators conducted a traffic stop on the vehicle as it was leaving the property. During the traffic stop, it was determined that the juvenile was locked in an outbuilding on the property. Camacho was taken into custody where he was interviewed and formally charged on a $1.25 million bond or secure bond. An emergency response team surrounded the shed and located the girl, who did not appear to be physically injured, and was transported to the hospital for medical evaluation. Okay. Let me take another quick look at something else, and then we'll head out, I guess. There's something else. Jesus. No, it's such a cute little monkey.
He might look cute in this video, but Jack the monkey can apparently turn vicious.
I have over 187 stitches.
Brittany Parker says the horror started when she spotted the monkey on her front porch in Oklahoma.
He was lunging from one side of my porch and hitting the glass, trying to get in.
Brittany says she called 911. When police officers arrived, she says she felt safe enough to step outside. At first, the monkey was friendly towards the police, but then all hell broke loose.
He had leaped and ran up my back and jumped on my head and grabbed my hair, pulled my hair out, and then took my ear like a piece of paper and ripped it all the way down into the ear canal.
Brittany was rushed to the hospital. Jack is an 8-year-old monkey. He somehow got out of his cage, his owner writes on Facebook. He ended up attacking a lady. I'm not sure what could have provoked the bout of anger, but I feel so bad for her and her family. The monkey was shot and killed by a friend of the victim.
I'm very traumatized. I'm very scared.
Wow. So shot and killed by a friend of the victim. Well, rightly so. But why wouldn't the cops have done that? I mean, the cops were there, right? Weren't they there? For me, too, like once an animal does that kind of shit, it's over. It's a wrap. I wouldn't keep something like that around my kids either, though. Monkey, say it ain't so. The monkey. There's something else I thought I saw, but whoa, this is interesting. I didn't see this. TikTokers share their 2017 experience or encounter with Paul Murdaugh.
It's newly found video of Alex Murdaugh's son Paul with his girlfriend.
I'm coming to England and I'll be there and I'm gonna learn the accent and I'm gonna learn how to work it and me and my boy gonna have a good time.
Paul was drunk at a luxury resort in the Bahamas. He met 2 English guys at this waterfront bar.
We was just having fun partying. He was a nice lad. We got on with him like a house on fire.
Adam Pink and Max Burton are TikTok celebrities who post hilarious videos of their lives as bricklayers.
Oh!
Whoa! They kept in touch with Paul Murdaugh, and in hindsight, some of what he told them is chilling. An invitation to join him on the family's boat.
She said to us, you need to come to South Carolina and come out on the boat.
A haunting thing to say, given the accusations that Paul killed a 19-year-old woman while driving a boat under the influence. Did you ever hear about the boat crash?
No. We never had any inkling whatsoever of any of the tragedy, whatsoever. He never said anything to us.
In August 2019, he asked his English friends to take down this video. Me and that girl in it are no longer dating and are not supposed to have any contact. Thanks, he texted. Then in May 2021, Paul texted he was coming to England. We need to plan a time. For real, man. You're going to put me on the UK ladies. It was his final text to them. Just a few weeks later, Paul and his mom were murdered by Alex Murdaugh, now serving 2 life sentences.
It was utter disbelief, to be honest. It didn't seem real. It still doesn't really to us, does it? No. We're dumbfounded by it, to be honest.
There was this crazy story, too. I thought about doing it, but I've just been kind of checked out. But I actually, this is one that I was considering because this lady, I think she's paralyzed. I think this lady is freaking paralyzed. Victims targeted after withdrawing cash from at banks. And I believe this guy like body slams her. And I had randomly come across an article when I was browsing that like I think she's paralyzed now. She has a GoFundMe and everything.
Grabbed, then pushed to the ground by an attacker at 11:30 in the morning at a shopping center. Her things fall from her hands. Police in Houston, Texas say it happened right after she ran an errand at the bank, where she took out a lot of cash for an upcoming trip. At first, the suspect grabs an envelope and starts to take off. He comes back and tackles her until he gets the one with the cash. Investigators believe the suspect followed her to this location, which was 24 miles from the bank.
Wow.
Police say this type of crime, called jugging, has been a growing trend in the Houston area and is likely happening across the country. Jugging is where suspects watch customers going in and out of banks, then follow the people they believe took out a lot of cash to rob them. In another recent case in Houston, a 74-year-old woman opened the door to the backseat of her red car. All of a sudden, a man got out of the white car and grabbed her purse. She too had come from the bank. The theft happened in a shopping center parking
They both almost got run over.
lot. Here's what experts say you can do to protect yourself from becoming a victim of these brazen crimes. Always be aware of your surroundings. Conceal money before leaving the bank and keep it hidden until you reach your destination. Be aware of anyone following you after you leave. If you feel like you're being followed, call 911 and drive towards a...
Hey, Anthony. Anthony says, Mel, have you seen the video with the kid with cerebral palsy defends a bus driver from a knife attack? No. Damn. I have not seen that. Ooh, and this guy's still on the loose. So this is what happened. I was going to do a little short video on this because, so GoFundMe for Texas woman paralyzed from on-camera robbery raises $80,000 in 3 days. No arrest made. A month later. Still at large a month later. This is the GoFundMe. Oh, they didn't actually link to it. So a 44-year-old mother of 3 was brutally robbed of an estimated $4,300 in cash. She had just withdrawn from the Bank of America in Houston February 13 for a planned trip to visit family in Vietnam. Surveillance video shows the suspect, a black male with a skinny build, wearing a red, white, and black sweatshirt with Air Jordan Jumpman logo, dark shorts, and sneakers, grab a hold of Trung, who dropped her possessions on the ground. The suspect grabs an item he thought was the evidence, and he began to run away. Realizing he grabbed the wrong item, he returns, slams her body to the ground before running off a second time with cash. A month and a day have passed since the assault, which left her paralyzed as a result of spinal damage. But Houston police tell Fox News Digital no arrest has been made as of Tuesday. Wow. That is crazy. I'm saddened to inform you that she was supposed to be discharged March 9th, 2023, but her condition has not improved enough to be discharged yet, and the discharge date has been extended to March 15. That's today. But it is unsure I was told by my mother's doctor, she said. Okay. Damn, they even have his face and everything. Crazy. Let me see another quick little scan, and I guess we'll be out. Damn. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. I guess. All right, guys, man. Well, I guess I'll head out for now. Thank you for joining me tonight. The chase didn't really turn out to be much. I'll be around. We'll see. I really need to do some short videos until we figure out what we're going to do as far as trial. Things have kind of changed, I guess. And I'm still fixing things around the house. Tia, how you doing? Thanks for watching. Hola. Gotta fix this backdrop thing. I don't know. Put some more stuff in the background. All right, guys, man. So I'll head out. Have a good night. Love you. Peace. Bye. Adios. I'll be back if there's a chase tonight.